This is the season premiere. I have no topics to talk about, so we're just going to go right off the dome. Welcome to the AFNB podcast, a podcast dedicated to everything music, spirituality, entertainment, motivation, inspirations, dedication, and most of all, celebration. I know I fucked up that intro. I'm a little rusty, but forgive me. I'm your host, Eric the Voice, and I would like to welcome you all to the season 2 premiere of the AFNB podcast. I don't really have any particular topics because this is the premiere episode. I just want to welcome everybody back. I want to thank everyone that watched the first season. I want to thank everyone involved. David Johnson, Kristen Lane from Red Reality, Gabriel Collins, Culture Shock, everyone that has been involved and that has gotten us to this point. I want to thank you guys so much. So the important question is, what do we want to talk about? And I think I know the first thing that I want to talk about because I want to touch on quite a few subjects with the time that I have. One of the important things that I really want to talk about is the indie film industry as a whole. We as a community, and I say us as a community because I have a lot of friends on my social media that are fellow filmmakers, because as I always tell everyone, I like to surround myself with like-minded people. So it doesn't matter what you're into. If you're into music, if you're into movies, if you're into painting, one of the most important things is surrounding yourself with like-minded people. And because that's also going to help build you. When you surround yourself with the right type of right-minded people, they're going to build you, they're going to lift you, and vice versa. You're going to do the same for them. It's just going to work out that way. One of the reasons that I'm kind of getting on that is if you are from the Youngstown area, if you are in the Mahoning County area, like myself, like a few others, there is a movie theater in Boardman called Movies 8. This theater has been there for, I think, probably since before I was born. I came out in 85, and I think that this has been around for so long. Hi, Fitri. This is on Spotify, but I'm also live on YouTube as well. But digressing, getting back to that, this theater has stood the test of time. It has been through a lot of hell. It has been through a lot of production hell. Just recently, it's kind of on the verge of, I don't want to say collapsing, but it's on the verge of possibly closing down. This theater is doing everything that it can, from bringing in nostalgia movies to letting other indie filmmakers do their thing and have their premieres. Quite a few filmmakers. The thing about, and we always, one of the things about this theater is, growing up, we always called it the cheap theater. We always called it that because this was the theater in which films would go once they've been out for a while. These movies have been out for maybe a couple weeks to a month. And if you had folks like mine, like my mom, you didn't always have the money to afford a full price movie theater, like your Boulevard centers, like, your Regal, your Cinemark, your big time theaters or your drive-ins. You didn't always have the money. So a lot of times we would have to wait to go to these theaters. Growing up, it was called the $1.50 movie because you can go there and you would pay $1.50 per person and you would go see a movie. Popcorn, all the prices were just phenomenal. And they still are to this day. Granted, they went up a little bit. I think the matinee is $4, and I want to say the after that is $6. I could be wrong. But once again, it's still cheaper than your average movie theater. Because right now in my area, the cheapest movie theater that's not the cheap theaters is probably Gold Star, which is right off Mahoning Avenue. And that's $8. And as opposed to going to, somewhere like Niles or Warren or even certain places in PA where you're going to be paying in the double digits per person. I mean, you take 2 or 3 people to the movies nowadays, more than likely with the cost of popcorn and everything, which you know you're going to get, you could end up paying over $100, depending on the time that you go, depending on who you go with, whatever. But having said that, this theater has always been the standout theater. Movies 8 has always been the standout theater. And ever since it really opened the doors for indie filmmakers to premiere their projects, it's been doing great. I mean, up until this point, I mean, it's still struggling, but it just recently it made the news that it could possibly be closing down, which is actually heartbreaking news, which brings me to what I want to try to do. I want to try. Yeah, I got you, David. But I want to try something. And my buddy Matt Jefferson actually brought this up, and a few others have brought it up too. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I would like to do this because they ran this idea by me, and I really think this is a good idea. I would like to hold, or at least pitch the idea of an independent film festival at Movies 8 to kind of help not only fund the theaters, maybe, you know, maybe the proceeds could go towards keeping the theater up. Because here's the thing, as much as people, and I know nowadays streaming services are taking over, people, you know, have that Fire Stick, they jailbreak Fire Sticks. No one's telling on anybody. We all do it. We've all done it. Y'all got Fire Sticks, and if you got Fire Sticks, it's probably jailbroken. Sorry to rat you guys out, but we all have it. But movie theaters are unfortunately starting to become an endangered species. They really are. But here's the thing, people still like to go. And it's not so much as, oh, is the movie going to be good? Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? Folks don't understand the movie theaters are an experience. It's an experience for people. Just go back to when you were a little kid. Whatever the first movie that you went to see, mine, as far as I can remember, was The Little Mermaid. It's not the movie that you're focused on. It's the experience of going into a movie theater, getting popcorn, sitting in a big theater and looking at a wide screen with surround sound and everything. And you're just looking at this shit and you're just fascinated by it. Movie theaters have been a pastime. It's like baseball. It's like the 4th of July. It's like apple pie. These are American pastimes, like professional wrestling. Even if the shit's not good, you're still going to go. You still want to do these things. And people still want to do this stuff with their families. I love going to the movies. I love going places and seeing people doing things with their families. I like watching people actually interact with their families without the purpose of a cell phone or a tablet. It's just you, your wife, your kids. You know what I mean? Trying to get our movie in the theater. I would like to. Yes, definitely. Last Streamer at the End of the World. Yeah, I would definitely like to get that into the theaters. That's actually an idea that's been on my mind for a while, and even other movies that I have. Just to say that we put a film into the theater. That's the thing. Another thing about indie filmmakers, it's not so much as how many people are going to come, how many people are going to see this, the box office. It's not about that. It's mainly about the fact that you work so hard to bust your ass for years and years and years to be a filmmaker, to be a creator, and to have your project on the big screen. I can only imagine what that does for somebody. So anytime that like I could support somebody that's like-minded like myself, that wants to do this, that wants to see their project on the big screen in front of a bunch of people, do that. Do that. Like, don't. I hate when people mock folks. Oh, well, nobody's going to see that. That's going to go on Tubi. Dude, that's not the point, man. Put yourself in their shoes. They work their ass off to get that project off the ground and to get it made and to see their stuff on the big screen. Yeah, let them be a celebrity for one night. Let these people be celebrities just for one night. That's all it is. Because as a filmmaker, you want to feel like that at least once in your life. You want to have a bunch of people coming and watching your shit and saying, man, that was good. You did a good job. Even if it's friends and family, it's the fact that you have people supporting you. Always say it in all my videos. Surround yourself with people that are going to lift you. Don't surround yourself with people that are going to mock you, people that are going to put you down. Surround yourself with positive, like-minded people. Folks that want to see you grow. Not somebody that's just waiting on you to succeed and then they want to start talking to you. Don't fuck with people like that. But I would like to kind of get that going. So if anybody wants to spread the word, share this info, share this video, share this podcast. This is kind of like my SOS. This is my beacon right here. Like I'm shining the bat signal. So anybody that wants to jump on board with this, we can figure something out. I would like to do this because I would like to see other creators be noticed. I would like to see other creators grow. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more, David. Definitely, man. Like, you have enough people that love and respect you and they'll come to the movie. Hell yeah. And that's what it's about, man. It ain't about, millions and millions of fans. It's the right people to support you. And usually the right people that support you are the ones that love and respect you. You know what I'm saying? If I pause on this podcast because I'm reading live chats, hey bro, keep up the good work, get that hustle on and keep being you. You'll find who you need to preach. Amen. Absolutely, man. That's what it's about, bro. I'm just trying to spread just positivity, man. Positive energy, positive vibes, because that's it. Stuff like that kind of thought process will change your mindset. And you'd be surprised at how much better you do in life when your mindset changes. Wanting to help other people, that's a positive mindset right there. I'm one of those. I like seeing people that I care about succeed. I really do. I like seeing that. Hell, I wouldn't mind seeing people that I don't fuck with no more succeed. I don't wish no bad upon them. That's the thing. Stop wishing bad upon your enemies. And I know I'm subject shifting. Like I said, there's not going to be any particular topic on here. Stop wishing bad upon the people that you feel hurt you. Wish them well. Wish everybody well, man. If they're doing good, good. Let them do good. You ain't got to mess with them no more. But hey, they're doing fine. That's exactly, watching people succeed. That's a good thing. It really is, especially when it's somebody that you care about. Somebody that you was cheering for the whole time. People, if I'm cheering for you and I'm seeing you winning and I'm seeing you doing your thing, bro, trust me when I say there's going to be a round of applause coming from me. I'm sorry, there is. I don't care how bad I'm doing. I'm not going to hate on you. Wish people well. Wish your enemies well. I know that takes a lot. It takes a lot of, oomph to really suck that shit up, but for real. Yeah, love your enemies. Seriously, love them, even if they don't love them, because that's the problem. A lot of people don't love themselves. A lot of people don't love themselves. People don't love themselves too much, man. You know what I mean? They really don't. An eye for an eye only makes the world blind. Preach. Absolutely. Absolutely. All this whole, man, well, I hope this happens to you. I hope this happens to you. You know what I hope happens to you, man? Here's what I say to everybody, even if I fall out with them. Still ain't getting a Christmas card. Damn, hell no, I ain't getting no damn get no Christmas card. No, they're not getting a Christmas card. You ain't got them. As JR would say, if you're a wrestling fan, he won't be getting invited to Christmas dinner. No, you ain't gonna get invited to Christmas, but I'll still wish you the best. We'll still wish you the best. There's nothing wrong with that. As we say, you just ain't gotta fuck with them no more. But this whole wishing bad upon somebody, man, you'd be surprised at how much that comes back towards you. It really does. I've heard so many people like, man, I hate that person. I hope they die. I hope they. It's like, dude, you know what? I've known people to say shit like that. And most of the time, the people that say that, they're never happy in the end. They never are, because they got so much hate in their heart towards the people that they feel wronged them. Dude, let that hate go. Let it out your heart. Let it go and start loving yourself. Even if they didn't love yourself. Seriously. Love yourself, and you'd be surprised at the type of energy that you bring into this world. But Yeah, this I would love to see happen. I really would love to see happen for Movies 8 because this theater has been a part of my childhood, man. I don't want to see this go. You know what I mean? I don't want to see this place fall. I really don't. Affect your happiness or the ones you care. Facts. As long as it don't affect your happiness or the ones you care, it shouldn't bother. Exactly. It shouldn't bother you. It shouldn't bother you. But I would love to see this happen. I don't know how it's going to happen, but if y'all can spread the word, let other independent filmmakers know that are in the Mahoning area, that are, or even if they're in the PA area, wherever you are, we are sending out the bat signal. Come help us. Let's try to make this thing happen. You know what I mean? Let's really try to keep this place afloat and just to get eyes coming into this theater. It's like, yo, Movies 8 is still here. It ain't going nowhere. One of the coolest ideas they've had recently is they've had like nostalgia nights where they'll bring movies back from like the 90s, the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, and they'll bring them in the theater. Just this past week, my niece went to see Who Framed Roger Rabbit at Movies 8. Bro, that was one of my favorite movies growing up. Just they had Top Gun, Mission Impossible, Die Hard. Like they're starting to do that. They're playing these old vintage movies that if you miss them in the theater, guess what? You have a chance to see them again. Dude, that is a cool fucking idea, man. I really enjoyed that idea. I like that. It's stuff like that. It's like, why is the theater that, like, why is the cheap theater like this so creative, but these other high price theaters can't do shit like that? And they wonder why people don't go to these high price theaters. They would rather go to the cheap movie or the drive-in. Those are the two things. I feel like the drive-in, I feel like that is a safe bet. That's not going anywhere. Where else can you go where you can pay one full movie price to see two movies and the concessions are cheap? You can't beat that. For real, you really can't beat that, bro. But this, yeah, man, we can't let this happen, man. So if you know anybody that is affiliated with this theater, reach out to them. Because I'm sorry, man, we did the hashtag save Movies 8 for real. Hashtag save Movies 8. We got to save this, man. We got to do something because that cannot go. But support your indie filmmakers, support your content creators, support everybody, man. Support your friends, support your family, just support each other. Let's support each other and see how far we grow and see how far we make it. But yeah, man. But the AFNB podcast is back. I'm going to have a few more guests. I'm going to have one of my best friends, Jason Fuller, will be joining me on one of my episodes. We haven't really been working together much for personal reasons on his end. He's been going through a lot of personal stuff, which I'm not going to get into. It's not my business to tell. I'm going to let him do that on this podcast because that's another part of this podcast. I like having people on here that if they need to vent, if they need to talk, if they need to do whatever, this is what this platform is for. You want to tell your life story, tell your life story. You want to vent about your problems, vent about your problems. You want to vent about your ex-wife or your ex-husband being a fucking bitch or a cunt, vent about that. Vent about all of it. If you want to come on here and say, hey, I just want to say so-and-so, fuck that. If you, whatever you need to get off your chest, this is what this is for. It really is. Now, the consequences that you have with, if they read this shit, that's on you because I didn't tell you to say that shit. But actually, I kind of did, but I didn't tell you what to say. I just told you to get stuff off your chest. But hey, that's what this platform is here for, man. For you to express yourself. Any type of positivity. It will be your privilege. For those that have watched that episode for me and Dave, if you know that reference, you know that reference. And with him as last, yeah, man, that's yeah, Dave. I miss Jason too, man. Like we all miss filming together. You know, me, you, Jay, Matt. I really wanted him involved on Channel X, but like I said, he was dealing with a lot of personal stuff, and I didn't force that because I always tell people, sort your life out first. This stuff comes second. Your life starts first. It does not matter what you're doing for a profession. It does not matter. That shit does not matter. Your mental health comes first before anything else. Always remember that. If your mental health is jacked up, then everything you do is going to be jacked up, because you're not going to be in the right mindset. You're not going to be have the right type of positive energy. You're not going to have the right vibe, and everything is just going to go wrong. It's going to go to shit. Trust me. I know. I've been there. We've all been there. Are we going to do another Channel X video? Absolutely. I would love to expand the Channel X universe. I would definitely like to dive more into the concept of the society, which are the main antagonists in the film. I've never really got to do spinoffs of my projects, so I definitely want to do that. I want to do a little spinoff of the bathroom, you know, the ghost in the bathroom, where that origin came from. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot more expansions in my projects, so that is definitely going to happen down the road. Like I said, we all got a bunch of ideas that we're just throwing and seeing what sticks, but it's going to happen eventually. But yeah, I just wanted to jump on here and give everybody an update on what's going on, what's crack-a-lack and all that shit. And once again, support Movies 8, support your local indie filmmakers. You know what I mean? But Cuddles was asking, yes, Cuddles will be a part of the project again. But yeah, man, support your team, support your folks, support your own, support everybody. But definitely, let's try to get this Movies 8 thing going. So if you listen to this podcast, spread the word, send out the beacon of hope, send out the bat signal, spread the word, share it, everything. Let's try to get this cracking. But I'm going to close this podcast. I'm going to close this live stream as well. I want to thank everybody that has been watching the AFNB podcast. I want to thank everybody that has been watching my projects, my YouTube channel, my Facebook, everything. I just want to thank you guys, and I want to tell you that I love you from the bottom of my heart. I'm proud of all of you. Every single one of you, I'm proud of you. In case nobody else tells you, I will tell you. I love you, and I'm proud of you. And on that note, I will close this podcast. I will thank you guys once again. Like, subscribe, share. You know, all the usual stuff. And always remember, AFNB, always forward, never back. Peace.